Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. And you're welcome to Laprinzo Wealth Academy. My name is Prince Ikilowe, and in this channel, I talk about trading, how you can become a professional trader. I trade cryptocurrencies, I trade forex, and I trade volatility indices. And in this channel, I talk about trading ideas that will help you. Laprinzo Wealth Academy, by the grace of God, we've trained over 2,000 of our students how to become profitable traders. And if you're here, it means that you are here is not by luck. It means that God really wants you to be in this place. So um I want you to watch this video to the end. Also on this channel, we'll talk about also principles of success. Talk about principles of success, how you can the laws that govern wealth creation. Of course, there are laws that govern wealth creation, and until you obey and practice these laws, you will never get rich. I've seen a lot of forex gurus, I've seen a lot of mentors all over the internet, but what makes so unique in Laprinzo Wealth Academy is that we don't just talk about trading, all right, or investing in cryptocurrencies. We talk about principles. These are principles that if you apply them in your life, it will work for you. Without these principles of success, without these laws of success, trust me, the trading skills alone cannot make you achieve your desired results. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Also share the videos with other people. Also click on the notification bell so that whenever I create contents such as this, you will be among the first to be notified. All right, so let's go down to the topic of the day. Today, our topic is how you can go into the market. This is V75. For those of you who have not created an account with V75, click the link below this video. You will see a link to create your free account to trade this amazing market. Also, if you have not joined our Telegram community, there is a link below this video. You will see the link below and join the Telegram community. To be in the community, in this community, we teach you how to become a profitable forex trader, how to believe in yourself, how to discover the secret about wealth and all these principles that I have talked about this presentation. So, all right. So today, what are we going to talk about tonight or today? Our topic for today is candlestick patterns that you have to see before you enter. I call this sniper entrance. Candlestick pattern that you need to see. The other day, if you have not watched the video I posted, I think 2 days ago, I talked about you identifying key zones, key turning points. All right, I call this supply and demand zone. And if you master these principles, if you understand how to map out these key turning points, trust me, whether you're trading forex, whether you're trading indices, whether you're trading cryptocurrencies, you'll be able to be making profit from this market. So today, our goal is to identify candlestick patterns that you need to see before you jump on board on a trade. So let's get started. Now, first of all, I told you that market respect zones. This is V75, very amazing market. The reason why I love this market is because it respects zones, right? Now, if you look at this market here, let's look at it here. The market go to this point, right? And it's turned back. Why? Because in the past, market has done this in the past. I've told you if you want to know how to map out this turning point, you can use one of the easiest way is to use line chart. All right, line chart will help you identify these key turning points. You can see the turning points here, right? You can see how this clearly line chart is identifying turning points for us. All these are turning points that line charts have identified for us. So what do? You make your trading decisions based on the fact that the market has gotten to this turning point. Now, let me tell you one thing. The turning points or this structure, this market uh, uh, this zone that I'm talking about, it doesn't matter how long the zones has formed before. It could be something that formed maybe 5 years ago. It could be 1 year ago. It could be. I mean, it doesn't matter how long that place has become a turning point or a zone. You want to focus your attention on those turning points. So based on this line chart, you can clearly see that these are strategic points where the market has turned over the time. This one here turned. This is 2020. All right, this is April 2020. This is 2 years ago. All right, but it's still valid. What do you mean? What do I mean by valid? It's valid meaning that even if it has happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if price gets to that point, you want to focus your attention, you want to focus your mind on, okay, because price has done this in the past. Price is all about like you having a girlfriend. Let's say you have a girlfriend and you take your girlfriend to visit your friends. Maybe in a party, you go to a party with your girlfriend, and one thing you notice that anytime you take her to in the midst of young men, she usually have a way of maybe sleeping by herself beside you. You know, she collects their numbers, and before you know it, she's someone that likes to sleep with your friends. Now, what will happen when you're taking her to friends? Will you might be mindful of her? The answer is yes. You're very mindful of her. Or let's say you have a frying hot pan and you touch your hand. These places are just like hot pan. When you touch a hot pan with your bare fingers, a hot pan will burn your hand. So all these turning points are just like hot pan or having a girlfriend that you notice that whenever she does this particular thing, you can easily predict that she may do this again. But some other time, the market can still go against it. But majority of the time, price respect this zone. And let us talk about the candlestick. Now that you've known how to map out these turning points, I told you in my previous video, use daily time frame. For V75, I think daily time frame is very okay to start, identifying these turning points. Now that you've identified these turning points, let me go back to candlesticks. All right, you've identified that these places are turning points. Now, how do you now jump on board? How do you now jump on board on this market? There are two ways I jump on board on this market personally myself. Right, if I see that like now when price was coming down from here, this point, from this top here, when price was coming down from here, all right, if because you know that in the past price gets to this point, it's turned, all right, it gets to this point, it turned to the upside. Now you also go back as much as possible. There was a time this place was a resistance, all right. Now other time this place, there was a time this place was a support. So because you know that price has always come to that point and turned back, when price was coming down, there are two ways I usually enter my market. Is that I wait for candlestick patterns, and this is daily time frame. Remember, you're using daily time frame to identify this turning point. You don't want to use 1 hour or just 15 minutes time frame to do that. No. So let's go back to 4 hours time frame. You also see that even in the 4 hours time frame, this is the zone that we're talking about. Look at here. Market even did something like W here. All right. There are two ways you want to enter this market. Number one way is you allow price to touch this point. All right, and then price can leave this point and go up a little bit, and they come back to a retest like this, what it has done here. When the price does this retest, it's okay. I can now confirm that price is ready to go to the upside. Now when price come back for a retest, what kind of candlestick do you want to look at for? And you may not want to give, for you to have an early entry, you have to go back to even 15 minutes or even 30 minutes time frame. All right, now when you go back to the benefit of going back to the smaller time frame will help you. Okay, now that I'm on the smaller time frame, let me just go back to what price is doing right now. What price is doing right now. Now look at what I'm talking about. Okay, now because this place is a zone, let's check if this place is a zone. Let me turn this into green. uh, Say trading, let no one deceive you. You don't need to know everything about trading. Just know one or two skills. You have proper risk management. You know how to manage emotions. Trading will become so easy. You don't have, the forex market is very big. The market, you have a lot to learn. But for you to master just one or two skills, this what I'm teaching right now, this is pure price action. If you can master only this, I guarantee you 80% of the time you will win. If you add it to your proper risk management, and then you learn to control emotion, because trading is 80% um 80% your mindset or your emotions, 20% skill set. If you master your emotions with this little skill set you have right now with this price action, you always win. 80% of the time you win. Okay, now this is a zone. We've clearly seen that this is a very, very important zone, right? Why? Because look at it here. Price, there was a time price got here and it went back. Now that you've identified that this is a zone, so how do you now place your trade? Number one way, like I told you before, when price is coming down here, this is the current price. As price was coming down here, what do? You want to check out for candlestick pattern. And what is that candlestick pattern? There's the one I want to show you. One is called pin bar. Some people can call it hammer, you can call it kangaroo tail, or there are several names you can call it, but this is a candlestick pattern. It's very, very, this one here, a long tail here, all right, a long tail and a small body. Once you find this candlestick pattern here on this zone, all right, you go back to a lower time frame. Like now I am using the 30 minutes time frame for this illustration, but you can even go back to a lower time frame like 15 minutes or even 5 minutes for an early entry once the price is on a zone. Remember, the price must be on a zone for you to take this action. If price is not on a zone, you don't want to trade. For those of you who trade this pattern of trading, we don't trade every single minute because we are only waiting for price to get to all these turning points. All these turning points. These are our places where we place our trade, right? So your stop loss can be below, right? So now this kangaroo tail is something that is very important. If you see something like this, number one pattern, if you see something like this forms on this zone, that's okay based on the fact that price has turned here in the past. And if you look at this left to right, you can see that there are no much trading activities. So there is a lot of room to the left. When I say room to the left, I mean that there is no much trading activities. All these candlestick, there are no much candlestick activities here. So it's possible that price could turn from here. So number one entry is you want to look out for candlestick like this. Is called pin bar, all right? Or you are looking for a candlestick like this. A candlestick like this. Let me show you another one. Another one like this is called a golfing candlestick, called bullish engulfing. If you see this kind of bullish engulfing candlestick on a zone, remember it must be on a zone. And again, a zone is not a straight line. So all these places are still valid. They are all the same zone. All right. All these places are still a zone. A zone is not a straight line. So you must see this on a zone. Once this is found on a zone, then you know that price may likely like this now. You see this bullish engulfing. After this candlestick forms, what happened? Price went up a little bit. You can catch up your profit. If you are scalping, you can catch this profit. But that is another entry. Number two entry is that when price get to this point, you don't place any trade, all right? You allow the price to go up a little bit. Let it go up. Then you tell yourself if price comes back, you call it retest principle. A price come back, or if you can even call it double bottom, right? The price goes up and come back and test this place and give you bullish engulfing. Bullish engulfing is this kind of big candlestick. It's bigger than the previous one. Or you see this kind of long tail. Let me show you the one that is more valid that you should take note of. Is let's go to a 4 hours time frame. All right. Okay. Now this is, you can see how the market respected this zone. Market got to this point. You see, market has started reacting. Why? Because people all over the world, they are looking at this place as a zone. Look at what happened after this pin bar. What happened? Price went all the way up. All right, all the way up. So this is a retest formula. What I'm talking about, right? When price went up, came back here for a retest. Most likely, this price will come back to this up again because of what? It has come back to retest. This is 4 hours time frame. It went all the way up, right? Now it has come back for a retest. So if you are watching this trade, you can use this candlestick pattern to jump on board, but you will have to go back for you to have early entry. You go back to a smaller time frame for an early entry. Then, if you jump on board, you cannot take a profit on this level here on the next zone. All right, your stop loss will be below here. Excuse me. So your stop loss is below here. Your first take profit could be here. Then the second take profit could be here. So you look at it here. Look at this kind of candlestick pattern here. This red one. Maybe zoom it a little bit. This one here is a valid entry candlestick. You can use this candlestick to enter. Even here, look at what happened. Price went all the way up. It came back for a retest before going up again. So there are two entries. One is align the price to go do what it wants to do, and then he comes back. Price usually does not just leave a zone like that. If it gets to a zone, it will go up or down, and then it will come back to test that zone again before going up. In this example, it has come back for the third time. It has come back to test this zone. So this is the candlestick pattern you want to look out for, or you look out for something like this, bullish engulfing. Let's see whether this place is a zone. Let's see. Yes, it is whether it is a zone. Let's find out. Wow, it's a zone. It's a zone. It's a zone, you see. So price got to that point. Look at it here. When you see this kind of thing, look at it here. This is a big engulfing candlestick. If you see it on a zone, you tell yourself from today, before I will place any trade, the market must be on a zone. The market, if the price is not on a zone, I am not trading. So this is for buy. You allow the price to give you a candlestick pattern. This or an engulfing candlestick, these two candlesticks, they are very, very powerful. There are other candlestick patterns, right? But these two candlestick patterns are more important. You can see this. This is also important. This is called doji. If you see this candlestick pattern, also this, right? If you see this on a zone, remember what I'm saying, on a zone, maybe here, that is a buy signal. All right, now let's look at also sell. Look at it here. Look at it here. This almost look like this, right? Indecision. This is after this form, and then this now formed. This is a zone. So after this form, what happened? Price went all the way down. That is how you trade. You don't want to trade when you're not seeing patterns. Then another way, I call this very, very aggressive way of trading. Another way is that, like now, price was coming down from here, right? Price was coming all the way from here. After touching that zone, right? Price was coming down here. Because you know that this place is a strong zone based on history. It's a strong zone. What do? You don't even allow the price to even give you a pattern, a candlestick pattern. It is very aggressive, but it pays. What do? You do, when you come here, you put pending order. Pending order meaning buy limit. You put a buy limit pending order here. Your stop loss could be below here, right? And then your take profit could be here. So what happened is that once you put a pending order, you are not waiting for any candlestick to form. You just, because of what price has done in the past, you just come here and put a pending order. This 819117. You put a buy limit there. It's very aggressive. Sometimes you can come back and hit a stop loss. It's okay, but most of the time you can even scalp. If you put here and then maybe put your stop loss, you take profit just a little bit above the zone. All right, because price must always react. It must react. It doesn't just go as far as this zone is a strong zone. It must react. So that reaction will give you a little profit. Just imagine this one here. Just imagine this one here. Look at price go to this point. Imagine someone, you place a sell limit from here. It's very aggressive. You can see all the way down. Price has come down here. I placed this trade. I made profit from this trade here. I sold this market. So if you are even these people that sold here, if you're aggressive, you're not waiting for any candlestick pattern. You just look at that turning point. The major thing is that ensure that you know how to identify this turning point with higher time frame, not smaller time frame, higher time frame, and then you bring it down to smaller time frames for entries. Now look at this one here. This is bullish engulfing. This is also a confirmation. This is daily. If this daily candlestick closes like this on a zone, that shows that price may likely to continue to the upside, or price may likely, it was coming down, right? It shows that price may likely go back to the upside. So that's how you trade. Look at this one here. This is under bullish engulfing. You can here pin bar, right? I want to show you. Look at this one here. This for a sell opportunity. Why? Because this is a long tail, a small body with a long tail, and it happens on a zone. Remember, on a zone. It could be for a smaller time frame or a lower time frame. It's a lower time frame or a higher time frame. It can happen with any time frame at all. Look at it here. This is on the zone. After this happened, what happened? Price went down here. So these are the two powerful candlestick patterns that you want to be using to be entering your trade. But remember, you're not going to be looking at just the daily time frame. Use daily time frame to identify these turning points, and then you narrow it down to 3 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours, even 30 minutes, 15 minutes to have an early entry. In the next subsequent videos, I'm going to show you how to identify a trend, and follow a trending market and be making your money through a trending market. So I don't want this video to be too long. I hope this video has helped you to know how to place a trade once price touch a very important turning point. This is very clear. It's very easy to trade this market because this market respects zones and turning points. It has structure that you can look at to say, okay, this is the place to buy. And indeed, where it is right now is the best place to buy because it is on a key reversal area. So subscribe to the channel once again, and also click the notification bell because I'm going to be posting videos on this channel and be showing you trading ideas and also talk about principles of success, and you learn a lot from this channel. So thank you for watching. I see you some other time. Bye for now.